Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to run for the first down. The Seminoles looking to keep this drive moving.
You love to see this first drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on third down. Impressive, and now they got a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
The Noles looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Finds his man. Has the first down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on second down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Methodical but effective, probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. On the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. And, boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history in playing linebacker.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown. And the receiver just dropped the ball.
And the Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, looking deep, and it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They'll run the option. Has the first, still on the move. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming here in the red zone. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And that is no good. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Hand off to the right side. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. And they'll stop him after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. but here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Knowles will have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. The Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Look, I realize that any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And the single back takes the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And he's got it again. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
See what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Noles will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Pass caught, but not good for first down yardage. Offense looking to punt now. And the returner is brought down. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Slot the ball to 22.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
And the Noles are going to cash in here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, Notre Dame 10.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Ball handed off. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Offense facing second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with the first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
He missed it. After that miss, it's still a 4-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Hands off to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
Now it's second down here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it, enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snags the quick throw. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation, to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff running right. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Continues. The offense just grinding away here. They'll run it from the gun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run that hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter, game on the line, and then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. They're going to run it. Tackled after a few-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the first down. Brought down to the 31.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And there's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.